What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Deer season is officially over for us now, but we still have some more deer hunting content for you. In the coming days here, we have probably 2 to 3 videos from our good friends Josh Tatum, Matt Tatum, and Derek Jones. And these guys had an incredible 2020 season, and they're always generous enough to share their footage with us to put on the channel for you guys to watch and enjoy. And Kansas has always been one of our favorite places to hunt, whether it's turkey hunting, deer hunting, or waterfowl, whatever the case may be, public land, private land. It's an awesome state to hunt, and I think you'll get that from today's video as you watch Josh's hunt. And this, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but it's an incredible hunt for a giant drop-tine buck in Kansas.
Well, it's November 1st here in Kansas. And what a beautiful morning, and man, the action is just unreal this morning. I'm in a newer set here in the North Draw, close to where I shot my buck last year. And we got a north wind this morning, but it isn't blowing enough. And I'm just swirling down in here. And that mature buck came in here, I mean, solid 5-year-old there. I mean, that's an old deer. This stand's supposed to be a foolproof stand. I mean, a north wind should be blowing it up the hill. In the mornings, my thermal should be pulling up, but I think it was just a little early and the sun hadn't came up over the hill and must have just been swirling down there. He caught my wind and he took off. I've had does, little bucks, had that younger buck in earlier. We'll see if my thermal will start pulling up here. If not, then I'm gonna get out. 9:08. Just had a nice buck come by right behind a doe. It's a heck of a morning here in Kansas. Weather's great, got a north wind, cool temperatures, and it's the right time of the year. They're definitely firing right now. Alright, well, I'm back for this afternoon's hunt. Left all my stuff up in the tree, and I'm gonna go right back up in here this evening. It's our last north wind for a couple of days here, and similar to wherever you see me hunt in the past, I park on top of the hill, and I just kind of parallel the draws that run east and west. And when I get to my stand location, I can just drop down into it. Coming down the hill, showing you guys where my stand was at. Same place I shot my buck last year is actually just across here into one of the little trees over there. Is basically where I saw that mature buck come out of. Is the tree that I sat in last year when I shot my buck. And last year when I sat here, they all came from the east, working back down to the west, where the creek bottom is in the feed fields. So should be a good evening. I know Derek's up in the stand, Matt's up in the stand. Hope someone can make it happen. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. I saw he had something kicking out the back on the right side. What a giant. What a day in the stand. I had a doe come out here. That's not the buck I saw this morning. He stopped right there, looked like on a scrape. It's 40 yards. I ranged it earlier. He was calm. I was set up on him. Felt comfortable, and I let it fly and look like a double lung. Yes! I'm pretty positive I didn't hear him fall, but of course I can't hear. One thing I always laugh at is a couple years ago when I shot a deer, you can actually hear on the mic that the deer falls, and I didn't hear it because I honestly need hearing aids. So, but I didn't hear him fall, but that looked like a solid double long shot at 40 yards, and what an awesome buck. I'm gonna have to review the film, just make sure that it is what I thought it was, and let the guys finish out their hunts tonight. We're gonna go get that deer tonight. Alright, I had a little time to calm down. Texted the guys. I'm super excited. Looked at the film, and it looks just a touch high. I must have hit the offside shoulder. Looks like I buried it just right before the fletchings, but hopefully that's a high double lung. I'm just gonna set tight here for a little bit longer. Just enjoy the evening hunting here. Unbelievable. That is a giant. My shot looks good. I mean, I'm not too worried about my shot.
Send me a video of it.
Derek, I'm not. I only got 3 seconds of him.
Because he was gonna go behind a tree and he was at a scrape. The doe came in front of me, so I was like ready. I had everything rolling. I just knew something was gonna be behind her.
And that is Buzz. He's the one.
Hey, Buzz.
all the credit to.
You like to find deer?
So you want to go this way?
Yeah, we'll do that. That's how I want to come in. He works real slow and real quiet, okay? You stay right close to me, but when I stop, everybody else stops too. I don't want to distract him, and we'll just see what happens. You know, more than likely this deer probably went back down the bottom would be my guess. But let's go back in behind and get his nose.
Okay. We got him across the hill. He's got up a few times. He's definitely hurt. So the tracker thinks we should just go in after him and see if I can't put another arrow in him. So he's definitely hurt. So I think we're gonna get him.
I'm so glad we found him.
Oh my goodness. We got
Just got to do it.
Still a big deer. Yeah. Distinct deer.
Let somebody come to help. You can't stand. Two, three. That's water, guys.
That's just amazing. I've never even seen a drop tine before. Unreal. Well, we finally got him home, back in the field here behind the house. And one thing that I wanted to do because of the shot, want to go over when I'm gutting this deer, gonna really show you guys where my shot placement was, and then we're gonna slowly go through there when we're gutting them and just see exactly where we hit this deer. Because so when I looked at the LCD screen, which is very small, but in the stand, looked like I mean, to me, I felt like I got a double lung hit, you know. I mean, when that shot sounded like I hit a tree, you know, it was loud, and I could hear him gasp. I heard him make that noise as he left. So initially, I thought I made a great shot. You know, I aimed a little bit low. You know, you can see by the video, he definitely dropped. But he took off. But anyways, I went to the initial shot, didn't see nothing, which I don't expect too much blood with where I hit him. On my way out, I just went past my tree stand, and I actually saw him bedded 200 yards. So I knew he was hurt pretty bad. I got out of there, went back to the house, and actually got the footage on the TV where we could see it. And so we give him 8-9 hours. 1 o'clock we go back out there. Reason I went back in is we have a lot of coyotes on that property, and went in there, he wasn't in his bed, so we got out of there at 1. First thing this morning, I called a tracker, and he brought out his dog, and we started where his last bed was. And as we were tracking him down in the bottom, and he actually saw the deer bedded up across the draw in a grass patch, and made a game plan from there. So at this point, I'm doing everything I can to get another arrow in this deer. I actually had him in the backside of the pond dam, and as I crested the top of that dam, he's 5 yards in front of me, and he dives in the water and starts swimming, and I was able to shoot him swimming, a 30-yard shot with him swimming. So it's going to be hard with my shot in the water. You know, it's going to be hard to see exactly what I hit because they're kind of similar areas. So we'll come over here and just look at the entry holes first. And before we get to them real quick, this is what I'm shooting. I got a G5 Montec on, fixed blade. So here's the entry hole of my first shot last night. I mean, it's definitely high. This is my second shot when he was swimming in the water. Its orientation would have been you know, he was quarrying away. So when we flip him over, we'll be able to see both exits are in a similar spot here. So there's that. So if you look on the entry side, I hit the top part of his lung right there.
Barely.
Barely. It looks like, I mean, I barely hit it. And I got an exit in the top part of the other heart side.
Right there.
Right there. I mean, if you look at that, that's side by side. There you go. I mean, that is a barely nick the top side of each lung.
Right.
All right, well, that's going to finish it up here. And, you know, I think the learning process of this is, one, you know, when you're able to film it, you're able to learn a lot. We can see how the deer reacted to the shot. You know, some of the mistakes I feel like I made is, you know, I think I like to go look at that arrow, and I can get out there, look at the spot where I hit him and just see initially what I have. I probably shouldn't have walked around. I just felt like it was a good shot and that he probably would be dead within 100 yards. So I think I made a mistake doing that, but I tell you what an experience from start to finish. I mean, to be able to shoot a giant like this, and then just to have the drama that played out recovering this deer. And I wish he would have been dead in 50 yards, you know. I think I'm an inch lower from him being dead in 50 yards. So, you know, it's just about learning from it, just having a better idea of where these vitals are. I just didn't aim quite low enough for his reaction. Well, that's gonna finish the year for me, so I'm gonna finish the rest of the season filming Derek and Matt. They're on some great bucks too. It's just getting started here in Kansas. This buck was right behind a doe, more like he was tending her, probably was bedded up with her during the day, and was just right behind her, working the scrape. Gave me a perfect opportunity to film myself again, and hopefully we can get on some more deer.